Up next is a spotlight session from the man who just moderated that insightful panel. Please welcome back on stage Russhabh R Thakkar, founder and CEO of Frodoh.
So I know we have a day full of CTV, great jargons like unified reach, unified frequency, the entire day where everyone's great at doing things. I just want to take a step back and sort of simplify CTV, all right, the entire ecosystem, and what Frodoh is taking a stance on this. Right, so I said maybe 500, 600 million smartphone users. The ones that are driving the entire economy, right, are, my ticker's not on. The ones that are driving the real economy are 15 to 20% people who are actually buying products, who are driving the economy, are influencing sales, purchases, and are the ones that leading the economy in a lot of ways, right? Those audiences are watching content on CTV. So it's a great way when we even summarize that. Affluent audiences are on CTV, right? And the numbers just growing. Now we have to take cognizance of the fact that this is a growing medium, right? It was 1500 crores this year. Probably it's projected to be 6,000 crores in the next 1 year, right? So what Frodoh is taking a stance is that why don't we start with the entire, and we take a step back and go to as to where this all disseminates from. Its inception is planning, right? We've got to make sure that there is actual cohesive planning going behind creating a medium for CTV, right? Now, gone are the days where there would be instance buying planning, there would be guesswork, we would call up publishers, take rates, put it onto a media plan. What we've tried to do is that we've understood this medium in the last 2.5, 3 years. So with Frodoh, we introduce Forge, right? Which creates a completely cohesive, granular media plan in less than 60 seconds, right? Only CTV first. So this is how the platform looks like. It's for everyone here to see. It's also in beta active mode, but for a lot of campaigns, it's already on, right? So the simplest way to do is everything starts from a brief, right? We get a brief from the agency or from a client. You put it onto the brief. You eventually go and then see, okay, probably my brand has to be present here across. And then the next steps are, okay, what audiences should I go after? Are they really relevant to me? So you'll have a list of cohorts that will be extremely relevant to your brands. The kind of targeting that you would want to enable from a device size, device value. All right, what kind of channels do you want to pick? Fast is also growing because beyond 4K, UHD, LED, even OEMs didn't have any differentiation, right? That's why Samsung said that, okay, I'll come with Samsung TV Plus. LG is with TV Plus, even Xiaomi is. And a lot of other OEMs are also launching TV Plus because they know that there will be eventual cord cutters and there has to be some medium for the elderly or for us to have distributed content running across, right? So even challenge in that way. Then the best way for us to even start going back to how we used to plan on Facebook, right? We used to get a reach frequency curve as to with what frequency am I going to reach out to that audience. If that is a great enabler for me to sort of just do 6 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, and then you review your creative, you review your plan, and in less than 60 seconds, you have a media plan, which is a great thought starter, right? So I'm saying that probably you would want to do one thing in some way, right, as a marketer. But we're just giving you thought starter as to you can reach the same audience in 10 different ways, all right, with 10 different plans, all under 10 minutes. But the bug doesn't stop here, right? What we're also trying to advocate is that for marketers, it really comes down to the lowest common denominator, which is how many views, how many impressions, how many clicks, and all ads being non-skippable. VTR will not be the only justifying factor, right? I'd want to know where my audience is coming from, right? What time of day, what day of week, right? We've seen the single largest spike on TVs, and everyone will validate it's Friday 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. The single largest spike. The second largest spike is not Saturday 7 p.m. to 11 a.m., 11 p.m. It's 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on a Saturday, Sunday 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So these are not linear ways for you to buy TV, right? So where the exact time of day, what day of the week is the spike, what creatives are running for you best, right? Beyond that, we always advocate a certain platform where we feel it may work, it may not work for. This is just representational. What I'm saying is that across channels, you can also have a cohesive way to understand, okay, this is where the money is supposed to move. This is where the audience probably is interacting more. And this is all content consumption, right? Probably the content needs to resonate with the brand for you to have a higher sort of a consumption. Then we don't just stop there. We also say that we have to have inferred demographics. So we don't come from the demand side platform, we come from a supply side platform where we get access to a lot of metadata. Okay, what kind of content is being watched? So if it's a Big Boss, it's 18 to 24. If it's Splitsvilla, it's Roadies. So it'll be a 50-50 split, right? But if it's something like a Kumkum Bhagya or a Anupama, it can be slightly more female skewed. So that's how we also infer audiences for your campaigns. This is across a lot of shows, right? Then state-wise, city-wise, this is all hygiene, right? What we do, what demand, device values, device manufacturers, etc. Right? Now coming to the point where, okay, we established great ways of planning so that the 6,000 crore market, we are cognizant, great reporting. Now let's establish that where is this market coming from and growing towards. Everyone's fighting the 25-30% market amongst us, right? Saying that CTV's NCCSA, it'll always stay affluent. We all have a different opinion where we say the next growth is going to come in from it's validated. The next 65 million households are going to be tier 2, tier 3, right? For every high-end CTV tier 1 user, there's a family in Lucknow or Raipur that are also watching YouTube on CTV. Every connected TV, regardless of how it's an extension in India, always love together to watch, right? It's on their TV as a family coming together. Beyond that, like I was just saying, that we are thinking about the top 5, 6 OEMs that have the largest pie. The market is completely fragmented, right? For you to reach out to a brand via pre-rolls, mid-rolls is a great way for the advocacy. But if you have great formats which are creative first, first screen first, which also yield something to these guys, right? Because they also have a equal 10-12 million share across all these OEMs, will help benefit in quasi, right? Now, I would give an example. Tata got the entire IPL sponsored, right? But what did Suzuki do? Suzuki took the entire outskirts of it, surrounded it, and that was quasi planning, right? So probably as a planning team also we're thinking quite innovatively that, okay, Audi is launching its own F1 team this year. Okay, why don't I buy the entire first screens across OEMs, okay, just as a way to objectify the hedonistic audiences which are males. How do we correlate F1? Like great thrill, racing, it'll work for a brand maybe, right? For FIFA, it can work for Reebok or Nike, and just owning those days, right? Probably also going towards La Liga, right? Or just being present outside the medium, because just go back to your TV consumption, right? How many times do you come to the home screen? The content is so disseminated. If I'm allowed to tell you ki choose between 3 ice cream flavors, one would be easy. Between 6, it'll take some time. The discovery of content is there are 24, 25 shows to see which appeal to you, right? So you come to the home screen again and again. So what we're doing as an ecosystem is we're bringing all of these OEMs together. We're bringing unified ways from the time you switch on TV to your OTTs, to your FAST, in a way where, okay, all of this gets over in 4 frequency or 6 frequency, right? So the planning is automated. It's a great way for you to at least start your campaigns, get thought starters, find different ways to do it. And the reporting is extremely detailed, right? We also gone one step ahead. You can download the reports in PPTs and PDFs, so it saves valuable time. And also, when I also speak about supply optimization, it's how the end user, where we are riding on, which are the actual publishers, the ads are getting served, how do they earn more money, right? How do they find more formats which are beyond your mastheads? There has to be some ways where we innovate so that they can also, from a content discovery, enable that, right? So if you're ready to create a plan in less than 60 seconds, you're all here in Frodoh t-shirts, not me, sorry. And yeah, this is the team that you can speak to. And yeah, I think we've set context to the day. Everyone else will now tell you about how we can build this as an ecosystem together, right? Thanks, that's my time.
Thank you so much, Rushab.